And welcome to the Without Limits podcast, conversations with CJ
and Jay.
What's up, everybody? We are so excited. We got a friend with us today.
We have a friend. See, we told y'all we was gonna bring a friend.
How y'all doing?
Yes. We have our friend James Tibbs with us today. We excited because this is my first time seeing him in like 6 months, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But God be praised, huh? I don't have to
talk about me,
but
it's okay.
It's okay.
Not from this side too, okay? I know I'm gonna get it from him, but not from this side.
So it's
what did you think?
It's an honor, and a privilege to see him.
It is an honor
in person, because the saints, they believe in ghosting. But that's witchcraft. But listen here, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna move forward. My God, we're gonna move forward, huh? My Lord. But listen, so we got our friend James here, and he don't even know what's happening with him. He don't even know. He's here for one agenda, but we're gonna shift that agenda for just a second because we're gonna have a conversation, Jay. We gotta have a conversation.
Okay.
So I wasn't gonna talk about it, but I can't move from it. Okay. I can't move from it. I don't know if it was yesterday. Was it yesterday, Jay?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. So we see this. I saw this post up from Maverick City.
My God.
They decide to. I don't know. I don't want to use the word renounce. I want to put this thing up.
I believe the proper word is set down. They set
the man of God down. Dante, Bowe, to be exact. They set the man of God down. And it kind of triggered me, to be honest. It really did. It kind of triggered me a little bit because I know what that feels like to be, they'll just say that you have fallen, or not in my situation a little bit different, but I'll just say to say that you have fallen, but then it gets exposed to everybody. And then it's like, yo, what's up with that? Then of course you got the nosy folks. I wasn't nosy, I just was investigating. Nosy? Okay. I was trying to upgrade that, but I guess I was just being nosy because I wanted to know what happened.
It's okay to be a little nosy.
I wanted to know what happened. I did. I wanted to know. And of course, I don't even know exactly what happened. I was reading comments. Still don't know accurately, but Dante Bowe released a statement saying that he was stepping away from social media for a while or whatever, and cool beans and gravy. But let's talk about this, Jay. How you feel about that statement? I'm gonna talk to. We're gonna bring James in this in just a second. We're gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you first.
It's crazy that y'all actually brought that up because I literally just read something on Facebook.
Are you ready?
Yeah, somebody was basically like they missed the opportunity to practice in grace, and I see that, and
keep going.
I feel like they missed the opportunity because it's just like, I see what he did, all of that good stuff, but I just feel like everybody has something. And in us being called to do what we're doing, God didn't call us to do it when we were who he called us to be, like at that, you know what I mean? He didn't call us to do it when we were perfect. He's calling us to do it right now when we are in the middle of our mess. You know what I mean? And so it's like, for you to say, okay, well, your process is not moving fast enough for us, so we're going to sit you down. That is a problem for me.
Okay, let's stay right there for a second. Your process is not moving.
That was good.
That's good because that's what
I feel like. And really, what I feel like is because we know Maverick City is a group. There's collective, separate artists that come together and sing. However, I felt like it was a church. I felt like in that statement, because honestly, when I think I read a post from somebody and they said church choir has been sitting people down for years, which is true.
That's facts.
Which is very true. However, nobody knew.
Well, see, here's the thing with that. When it comes down to church choirs, you had enough people that you could sit
No. But even in groups, say for instance.
But true.
Say for instance, I feel like laughing, but for instance, the Clark sisters. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew Denise got sat down, or she quit, or whatever. She just what?
I didn't even know Denise was a Clark sister.
I was like, who is Denise?
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. My point.
When they said Denise, who her?
My point.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Just now, I just found out that Denise was.
So
a
you
Clark
didn't
sister.
see the Clark sisters movie?
No.
Okay.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. It's all right. We extend grace to you.
Mm-hmm.
However, nobody knew.
Oh, okay.
But that's my point exactly. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
So you're releasing a statement. You are very popular. Mm-hmm. And to release a statement like that, of course we're going to be like, what happened? Mm-hmm. What happened? What happened? What happened? Everybody. I don't care if people say that I'm nosy. You was trying to figure out.
I was trying to figure out what happened. That's real. Listen,
like, what did he do?
What did he do?
Like, because that was so bad.
That's the way that I look at it. What did he do so bad that you all released a statement?
A full-blown statement.
A full-blown statement.
Now, if he just, listening to R&B music, singing R&B music, having fun, to me, this is just to me. Mm-hmm. If you're trying to draw souls in, the center, to me, would be like, oh, he having fun, mm-hmm. and you can be a Christian and have fun. Oh, okay.
I mean, but that's good. At the same time, I think when we had a conversation, I look at both sides.
Okay.
Because Maverick City is also not only just a group, they're also an organization. Mm-hmm. And so at the end of the day, they don't want nothing negative to be looked down upon because of the fact that not only does he represent himself, but he represents them. Mm-hmm. He represents, whoever else that he sings with. Yeah. So it's like, it's even like, if people say, who is Dante Bowe, the first thing I'm like, oh, that's the dude that's saying, isn't he beautiful? Mm-hmm. So now you're looking at Rich Talbot. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact of the matter that I get it. But I feel like certain things just could have been like dealt with a little bit differently. Because I'm just not that person. I'm just not that person where I like you exposing people. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like you literally have people looking at this man. Yeah. People have literally I promise y'all, I went to Twitter. Mm-hmm. I went to Twitter, I typed in Dante Bowe. All you saw was, what happened to Dante Bowe? Mm-hmm. What did Maverick City do?
All I typed in was Maverick City.
When I tell you the statement was so quick,
it was
when
quick.
You go on Wikipedia, it says former member.
My God.
That quick, it could have been, it had to have been at least 30 seconds.
Oh, my God.
Had to. How, bro? Like, and then I read something else that said, well, they're on a tour with an artist that was recorded cussing his son out.
Uh-huh. Mm.
I mean, clean out. You extend the grace to him, but not to them.
So, that's status, though. That has nothing to do.
But see, that's my thing. The difference is platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the question is,
where can you take me, even in your sin?
My question is, so when is grace supposed to be extended, or who is grace supposed to be extended to? Because apparently we're picking and choosing who grace is extending.
But what the Bible says,
my Lord, what did it say? The word says what?
We extend it to everybody.
Extend it to everybody. He says, my grace is sufficient. That means it does not run out.
The problem is that they basically extend it to people that it's relatable to. Mm-hmm. It's like your sin. Oh, I can relate to that sin, so let me give you this grace because I relate to that. That's so because you don't relate to it, you don't extend grace. But that's so normal in church, anyways. It's like I don't understand the sin.
See, that's another.
I'm sorry. Listen, From past what I've listened to, this is what this is what it is. Let's talk about it. Like, it is. It's a real thing,
and it's sad because, like I said, I know what it feels like to have everybody staring at you because of a statement.
Oh, man.
And I'll be transparent even in this. With my situation I went through several years ago. It got wind to the church that I was serving at. and the pastor ended up sending a letter to the entire church. And I was like, what?
Now that's too much.
Do y'all
the
remember,
entire church.
Do y'all remember back in the day, has this ever happened? Like, okay, you sitting in the pew, somebody must have done something wrong because they bring them people up to the front of the church. And then they tell them, okay, you have to basically repent to the whole church.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
had to do that.
You had to do that?
I had to do that. When I was pregnant.
So the Bible does say, confess your faults one to another so you can be healed. I'm paraphrasing. I get that. But you said something that I have to stand before the people and repent to the people.
Yeah.
Then none of the people die for me.
None of them. None of them.
Then none of them shed blood for me.
Had to do it.
So okay.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to watch me do it, but he did. Why am I repenting to you? I don't understand
That's
that.
a very good question.
You wasn't even there.
You wasn't even.
You wasn't there. You wasn't there when I said.
I didn't hurt your feelings.
Listen.
I did not hurt your feelings.
I don't want to be graphic, but you wasn't in the room.
You wasn't in the room.
Oh, okay. But I gotta repent to you.
You wasn't in the room.
Let me drink my water.
And you're repenting to a whole bunch of people. It should be a soup line of repentance because every single person has something. You know what I mean?
Truth be told, it should be you repenting for one thing and you got to turn right back around and get back in the line because you got to do something else. So it's like, like I said, going back to the Maverick City situation, I personally, I understand what they were doing. Do I agree with the tactic? I don't. Because now everybody is looking at this man. Because literally, I promise you, as soon as you looked up or you saw that statement, what's the first thing you did? You went to find Dante Bowe.
He was trending.
You couldn't even get on this man's Instagram page.
Sure can.
Wait, and the scary part
everything off.
How long did it take them to go from, okay, I done seen this video, it's now we have to do X, Y, and Z. How long did they, from beginning to end, did that take, Deanna?
All I know is I was scrolling. I was on my way to, I told Jay this, I was on my way to sleep and I was scrolling Facebook and I saw this statement and I was like, what did happen? And I was joking with Jessica. I was like, a soldier has fallen.
I was like, wait, what?
A soldier.
Look, I'm halfway asleep.
Listen,
I'm on the phone.
A soldier has fallen.
I'm like, what is happening?
Listen, the church is in mourning. Listen, because I'm like, what has happened? Because, man, I was like, and then I read the comments. I was like, okay, all right.
I'm just seeing the same stuff.
I see the same thing.
Listening to one artist, and he said something on the Grammys.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's the only two things that I see.
And then something about a party bus. I heard something about.
That's the part that I saw. Listening to somebody and dancing to somebody.
So that's what I'm like.
Bus.
So
I'm confused. What did he do for him
y'all don't support
to be sat down?
I understand that, like, who you are, like, once you become a part of an organization, you are an ambassador of that organization. So in that being the case, you do have to kind of uphold what that organization wants to look like. And so in that being the case, so
I get it. I do. I get it. And
I don't even think that I don't even think that the problem is them sitting him down for maybe a season just to figure out, hey, what's going on. It shouldn't have been public and it shouldn't have been permanent. My opinion.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been public.
That's
the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have to make it public. Like, you sit him down gracefully, or he said he was taking a break from social media.
But my thing is, why couldn't he say that? Why did y'all have to release? Why did Maverick City have to release a statement? Because
they didn't have to.
So,
really in my opinion,
it was a strategy to basically say, hey, we are not a part of that. They have to say it so that.
But like I said, I get it. I get the verbiage behind it. I get it because, like I said, they are an organization. And that's one thing I've always learned. My mom told me this when I was younger, that when you walk out the house, you are a representation of not just, your parents. You are a representation of your church. You are a representation of your pastor. You are a representation of your, wherever you are a representation of the people that are connected to you. I get that. I got that 100 grand. At the same time, I just feel like we could have dealt with that a little bit better, because now we're looking at this man like he is a criminal. Real talk.
He's not.
We are looking at this man. I'm just saying we because I know how we think. I know how the quote unquote the Christians.
Did you see some of them comments?
I saw all
of the children of God. I saw all of them. Like they go hard. I mean, it's
in the paint.
Man.
I was seeing stuff. It's the funny ones for me is like I think I just saw today is trending. And they said, so now that we have y'all canceled Maverick City, are we back to going and chasing after you? I was like, wait.
I saw that.
Wait, so we can't. I would have said that song still goes hard, but
Listen.
I get it. But yeah, I don't know. This is crazy to me. And I mean, even though we are in this music conversation, it's just it blows my mind because it goes back to what we talked about in the last episode. Just like so we can't listen to Christian. We can't listen to other music.
Ooh,
that's a problem. And I want you to chime in on that too, Jay.
Oh, I was chiming.
Yeah.
I was chiming when I was listening. Like, I listen and pull from a lot of stuff that I hear, and it's not all gospel. And God puts this stuff in people to do. He's not just saying everybody is out here to do Christian music and you're only supposed to listen to Christian music if you are a Christian. That's crazy. Because one of the points that you made, I am not about to be in nobody's bedroom listening to Yes whilst anything is going on.
The only thing I want to hear, Yes. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Too far. I was going to go there. Too far.
No. You can't
the
do
married
that.
I'm sorry. I'm the married one out the group. I'm sorry.
Oh,
but that's the only one.
I'm not.
The only one I better hear you. Oh, okay. All right. But you. So we gotta stop doing this on every episode. But no, we always bust up laughing out of something on every episode. We gotta stop doing that. But I'm serious because I don't understand why it's such a bad thing that we as a body of believers. I don't want you to say Christians, but we as a body of believers that we walk by faith and not by sight. You telling me that I gotta listen to only Christian music when all Christian music ain't Christian music.
Right. That part.
When all these people talking about it's praise and worship, it's not praise and worship.
Yeah.
When it's all contemporary gospel, it's not contemporary gospel. Yeah. So it's like y'all got to make this thing make sense to me because I'm like I think and I reiterate what we said the last episode. If it ain't causing you to sin, I feel like it's not a problem. If it ain't causing you to sin, what's the problem? What's the debate? If I want to listen to. See, that's a bad example because I was going to say something. That was a bad example. Because on my way to work, I did, right. But I was listening to Chris Brown, on my way to work. And I don't know who I was thinking about when I asked how many nights I was thinking of you. 0. I don't know why. That was just really crazy to me. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to edit that out. But I'm just saying, like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like if I'm in the mood for something relaxing to calm me, sometimes it's not great is thy faithfulness. It's not that.
It's not.
Sometimes, I'm sorry, I got to listen to Toni Braxton Unbreak My Heart. Even though she ain't break my heart. But still, I got to listen to it.
Do what you... I don't see the issue. Listen to what you want to listen to. Unless it at some point is, some of these people be having some stuff out here.
Yeah. It's some crazy stuff out here. Let's be honest. Let's be real. It's some crazy music out here, and I get it. We got to be very careful in what we listen to. I get that, but it's we gotta do better on this stuff. We gotta do better. It's not gonna send you to hell. I don't believe that's the kind of God we serve. I don't believe that's the kind of God we serve. And we have a God that's a God of love and a God of grace, a God of mercy, a God of covering, a God of protecting. And I feel like half the stuff that's going on right now, this is not a God. This is not a God thing.
Oh, absolutely.
It's their own. It's an agenda. It literally is their own agenda.
There
has nothing to do.
Man, I don't want to jump like way too far, but to piggyback on what you said, yes, I believe there's a strong spirit, and I'm not trying to tap into this vein, but it's a strong spirit of witchcraft that is trying to take over. And it's like, and it's sneakily getting into the churches. Like, everywhere. It's examples in the stores where kids can get into it, and you think it's just something to play with, and it's really not anything to play with at all. You'll be opening up portals and realms that you'll be wondering what's going on in your house. You'll be like, oh, it's this, get this out of here, I rebuke you, start speaking in tongues and stuff. And it's like, you have to be careful with what you're inviting into your gates, eyes, ears, mouth, heart, all of that.
Absolutely.
You have to be careful.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. So I got a question for you, James. So one of the things that we talked about is not only listening to other music than Christian music, it's actually singing, because we all singers in this room. So my question for you is, and I already know the answer, but I'm still going to ask it because I definitely want to hear your point of view on it. How do you feel about Christian artists singing other genres of music?
I honestly don't think that there's anything wrong with it. I mean, what comes out of your mouth, like what comes out of your mouth has power, and so I wouldn't be singing something that does not edify who I am, or is that the word that I'm looking for? I wouldn't sing something that does not represent me. So you're not going to get me out here cussing and everything like that, but I've had my heart broken before, so I can sing songs about that. I've been in some situations before, so there are some songs that I can relate to where I can sing those songs and it doesn't tarnish who I am as a Christian artist. It just says where I've been. It says that I've experienced these places. Perfect example. Jasmine Sullivan sings a song, Lost One. And with that song, I mean, hey, listen, she says some stuff in there, but at the end of the day, people have felt that. Christians feel that. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
ain't nothing wrong with it. I would change some words out. I think I heard you say that in one of the episodes. But yeah, I would change some words out and keep it moving.
Okay. Make it relatable. Yeah. I just had this is not a random thought, but I just had a thought because you mentioned the music is some crazy stuff out here. You remember when our parents used to say that when we were growing up? That foolishness. Turn that foolishness off.
Yes, and it's come around full circle.
Out of our own mouths.
It has come around full circle.
I hear myself saying the same thing. Like,
yeah, but it's real though.
Yeah.
And the only reason why we can say it not because we live in it. You know, we're living it. We're seeing it with our own eyes. We didn't see it with our own eyes when we were younger because, of course, our parents was protecting us from it. And they were sheltering us from it. But once we got older and we had to go out there and live life, we now see, it's foolishness.
There's some stuff out here. Let me back in.
You know,
actually,
listen, I remember that, like, can I come? Then I said, no, I have to go ahead and live because I can't go back to my parents' house. But I understand that safety net.
Yeah.
At the time, I understood that. Looking back, I understand, that safety net. I understand what they were doing during that time because it's like, yo, these folks crazy. Yeah. These folks are crazy. And so it's crazy. You mentioned something, too, about Jasmine Sullivan. I remember when I first heard her, she... I could listen to her, but I couldn't listen to her because her stuff was so, like, heavy.
That's why I love her.
Heavy.
Because, first of all, I think at that point in time, because I think we're all around the same age, she sang about busting somebody's windows out like she lived it.
But let me tell you something. For me, I want to make it into a bump, I don't know, but I just want to just shift that lions and tigers and bears, you know?
Yes.
I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I want to shift that thing into a churchy thing, but that's neither here nor there. But it was that one, but I'm in love with another man.
Oh, that song.
She sings that like...
That's a song that will lead me into work. Listen.
Lift your hands.
Okay? That's a song.
I was like,
huh?
I'm like, who is he?
I want to do the response to it, to be honest.
I feel you.
Oh, that would be
Did
so...
somebody do a response?
I've never heard one.
I know Terrell Carter used to do a lot of responses, but I don't know if he do them now. He did one response.
Somebody did a response to it.
Okay.
I want to
look
hear
that
it.
up.
I definitely want to hear it.
I want to look that up. I know he did a response. I know Terrell Carter that is. He did a response to one of Rihanna's songs. How about a round of applause?
Okay.
I think he did a response to that one. But yeah, that would be interesting to do a response.
That would be good.
Lit, actually. Could you imagine the conversation? Lord.
I would just be looking like, ooh, what y'all talking about?
Because you can take it so many ways.
Oh my God. Yeah, all right. Random thought. Let's do a random thought. Random thought. Lord Jesus. I got one.
What's this random thought?
Random thought. Way out of the neck of the woods. So I have been my family, my in-laws, that is, we're preparing to do like a grab bag.
Okay.
Doing a grab bag. And so we all have to put our name in and do a grab bag or whatever. And they was asking about 3. Yeah, we have to.
This is October.
Love y'all. If y'all listen.
If y'all watching, we love you.
Love you. Yeah. So the random thought is this. I'm going back to let's go back to childhood for a second. What was that one gift that you had to have?
Oh, had to have.
That you had to have.
Okay.
That you had to have, and you didn't think you was going to get it, but you got it.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
I'm gonna let you answer.
Go ahead.
All right, so opened up all of the gifts. They was all closed, and all I wanted was a Nintendo 64.
Ooh, tell the story.
And can I please just get Zelda Majora's Mask with it? I didn't have it. And then after, it was about 9 o'clock, everybody was going to bed, and my aunt came in the room. And she gave me exactly what I needed. I was so excited. I cried. It was a real moment for me.
That's
real
so
moment.
good. That's so good.
It was
tell
a real
the
moment.
story.
Yes, I went back to it. I remember, listen, I was very excited.
I'm sure.
My God.
I'm sure. You want to know my answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Disclaimer. When I was younger, I was a geek. Although I loved music, still do to this day, because I am a singer, I was a big, huge science nerd. And all I wanted a couple of things. One year I wanted a telescope where I could be able to see past the moon. I wanted...
That's expensive.
Yeah.
That thing is expensive.
I mean, it's very expensive now.
I'm sure.
I don't know how much it was last,
That's expensive.
years ago. And then I wanted a telescope, not a telescope, a microscope.
Okay.
And I wanted a microscope. Didn't think I was gonna get one. And I got one. I don't think it was for Christmas, but it was for one of them holidays. But I got it. And I tell you, everything that I could look up, look in the microscope, everything. A leaf, a piece of dead skin,
My God.
dust.
My Lord.
I cut up a little bug with a stick. And then I put it on the little
Not
thing.
a bug.
Yes, I did. Went outside, cut it up, and put it in thing.
Why she
and
start taking
And my
not so. Not saute. No.
With her hand, she said, cut it up.
Yeah, I cut it up.
With the little thing.
Put it on the slide, and then put it on the Microsoft. I was like, ooh, it's moving. Look. And I tell everybody, look. So I put my Christmas gifts to good use.
All right.
I got my money's worth.
Did you find anything to help?
I just saw the sales.
Just
that's
the sales.
That's what I like to do. And I did like an experiment, outside of the microscope. I had turned a penny silver with just using salt and vinegar. So good.
She was a scientist, okay?
I really was.
Still, now I ain't got nothing on you.
Nothing.
I wanted to be a doctor, and then when I saw how much blood they have to see, that's not. That's not.
Did he shift it? My God.
Ooh, that's why I'm here today. I mean, I'm in the sort of in the medical field now, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. When I was a kid, my godmother would make me, not make me, but she would tell me, write a list of everything that you want. And at the time, you had the catalog, the Sears catalog.
Oh, I remember those.
The JCPenney catalog. And so during that time, you had a whole book full of stuff. And that's what I would flip and pay. Write the item number, the page number, the code.
Not one thing out of it.
Okay.
Circle.
Get healed.
I'm sorry.
Get healed. Get healed. Now, my story. Get healed.
I'm sorry.
No. So one year, I wanted a Game Boy Color. I wanted a game. I didn't want the Game Boy. I wanted the Game Boy. I was specific. Game Boy Color. And so usually during the time when I was younger, every year, I would do gifts with my parents, and then whenever I got to see my godmother, I would. So it was one year or whatever. I couldn't see her during that time, so I finally got to see her. She gave me a basket. It was a lot of stuff in there that I wanted, and then right at the bottom, it was a green Game Boy.
You already knew what it was.
Listen, let me tell you.
Did you shout?
EDDO.
EDDO.
My God. Yes. So I was like lit. I'm not a gamer. I'm still not a gamer now. But at that time, I wanted a Game Boy Color. I wanted, and I rode that thing till the wheels fell off. I did. So yeah, I got that.
Nintendo was always where it was at. I don't know if that's,
It's funny. I want a Nintendo Switch now. That's what I want now.
Listen.
That's what I want. I told my wife I want a Nintendo Switch.
The one that connects to the
Zelda,
TV?
Breath of the Wild.
Just
you have to get it. It's one of the best things.
You still on Zelda?
Oh no, I still love Zelda. I thought just now.
I didn't think Zelda was popular.
No,
I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's
okay.
Don't
do that.
No, it's fine.
You see how quiet they are?
Don't do that.
We was like,
it's okay. So what did you play? What were your games? What was your system?
My system was the Nintendo, and then of course with the pad, and you had the little guns, shoot the guns.
Oh, we going
that one?
Yeah, that one. Okay.
That. And then we upgraded to the Sega Genesis.
Oh yes.
That was mine.
My favorite game was Sonic.
Of course.
Did you like the music on Sonic? There was an episode. No, that was X-Men. Never mind. Okay, I can't remember it. Sorry.
Don't miss the ball.
You can't get yourself quick on that.
Yeah, but there was a song on Sonic 2. It was a different. I don't know what episode it was, but there was music on there that I liked a whole lot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'm in my head.
Right.
Right?
That's Sonic.
That's my jam. Okay. Sorry.
And I had the Lion King game too.
Yes.
I could never
which one?
Get past. It was either 4 or 5. I couldn't get past.
What was it?
It was after the giraffes. I finally got after the giraffes.
Took forever to get past the giraffes.
Right.
See?
But then after that, I was like, okay,
I
done killed the hyenas. What am I supposed to do now? I could never get past that level.
I promise you, it took me forever to get, and it took my cousin. My cousin came over one day. Mind you, our system was like in the garage area, so one time he went through every level effortlessly, and I was like, ninja. Really?
Wow.
Like to the point where he literally got to, I think the last level was fighting Scar.
Oh wow.
That was the last level. He literally got all. I was like,
Scar.
yes, that was the last level.
Yeah, I think my dad ended up getting to that level, and I was like, wait a minute. So teach me how you get to
For
this.
real. And then
And
he never taught you.
Never taught me. But after that, I would try and do it myself. Could not get it.
Nope.
Oh, that was frustrating.
It wasn't meant for us.
No,
but I love playing it.
Yeah, I did.
I was about to say, when you said it wasn't meant for you, I was about to say, what'd you say, heal from that?
Get healed.
Yes.
I got to get healed from that because I couldn't get past it.
You sound like you passed it.
Well, I ain't never even played that game before. Don't judge me.
No judgment.
Okay.
No judgment.
See, I had a Nintendo, I had a Sega Genesis, and I had a PlayStation. After PlayStation, it was a wrap for me. I never went no further than the first PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's about 16 of them now, but I've never went past the first PlayStation. And the only game that I played on PlayStation was Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I played that one on PlayStation.
I played Tomb Raider.
And then my dad took over and started playing God of War and Prince of Persia.
Don't even know.
After that,
Grand Theft Auto has me by the neck still today. Help.
So, not help.
Help me.
So let me tell you, I couldn't do it. Grand Theft Auto, I was like, wait. I felt like, I don't know if y'all ever watched the show, Big Bang Theory. But I was like Sheldon, like I'm gonna stop at the red light.
Yeah, I liked all of that. Listen, when I first started playing, I played it domestically. So I went through the stopped at the stop signs and didn't run people over. All of that.
No, but then when I got to church, you are not supposed to be playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
When I tell you, we got crucified for playing Grand Theft. I'm like, how do you know about Grand Theft Auto, man of God?
That's okay.
What you doing?
That's okay.
My goodness.
I'm playing it today, okay? Still today, man of God. I'm still playing today. They got preachers on there too.
Listen, we need to wrap this thing up, my Lord. So one of the reasons why we have our friend James here is he is here to promote 2 singles. Mm-hmm. You're releasing 2 singles.
Yes.
Let the folks know what's going on.
So I am releasing 2 singles from my album that is actually going to be coming soon after. Mm-hmm. The album's called No Perfect People. But yes, we done changed. So yeah,
don't lose your thought.
I'm offended.
So we're gonna go back to the beginning of this episode. How I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
So the last thing I heard was something different. And oh, okay.
Let's not talk about him. Let's talk about me, the person that's actually singing background on it.
My God.
Sir.
My God.
How you change the name?
My God.
See,
I'm sorry.
I got kicked out of the group chat.
You didn't, and actually,
I did.
So this was a very, 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 very recent change. Okay, and the reason why it's when you hear the album, then you'll understand where I'm coming from. I had to change it to No Perfect People because it was Son of Man, Child of God, and the reason why I had it as that was because I wanted to relay the message of while we are sons of men or children of men, we are still children of God, and that is, where we do get the grace and the reason why Jesus went on the cross and all of that stuff. But in being sons of men, you're always going to fall short. And that was the idea, but at the same time, I don't just want this to relate to church people.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so with Son of Man, Child of God, the first thing that people are going to think is, oh, that's churchy, da-da-da. Mm-hmm. I changed it to No Perfect People. I got the name in the shower. But, yeah.
That's how the Lord reveals.
Let me tell you something. I get most of my ideas in the shower. Mm-hmm. Without Limits Podcast came in the shower. But, we're not talking about me. Go ahead.
And so on the 29th of this month.
Ain't that tomorrow?
Yes, that's tomorrow. Is that tomorrow?
Oh,
slumps. you. I'm sorry. Okay, so tomorrow.
Get out the group chat.
Tomorrow, she's going to keep saying this. It's 2 group chats, okay? Dang. But, I am going to be releasing 2 songs tomorrow from the album. So go check those out. They'll definitely be on all of your main streaming platforms.
What's the name of the songs?
One of them is called Who You Are. And on there you'll see like my family's photo, like my grandparents and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then the other one is called Oh Jesus. The other one is called It's coming. It's coming back.
Bring it back.
It's called I Remember. That's so hilarious.
Wow.
He couldn't remember. But he remembered.
Okay.
Just stuck right there.
It's okay. Everything's fine. You know, we're going to
stuck right there.
And y'all going to edit that one out. Okay, just this part.
Oh, no, that's being keeping. My God. Absolutely.
Lord, I like them shoes.
Thank you.
Nice.
Stay focused.
Anyways, so basically, it is those 2 songs, Who You Are and I Remember. The album is an acoustic album, grand piano, acoustic guitar, bass, and you'll hear some cello later on when I release the album, but it's coming, y'all. So just keep a look out. I actually had the opportunity to work with both of them on the project. She actually sang all the way through, and he came in on one of the songs too. So I appreciate
I'm only singing tenor.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm only singing soprano because
but
let me be great.
Oh my God, it's coming.
We're not.
They are great. We're
not qualified to be featured.
No, you are qualified.
We're not qualified to be featured. It's okay.
You know, I knew this was coming. It's okay.
This is what happens when you don't see your friend for so long.
For so long.
And we
so
know
long.
you
One more time.
guys never part.
So long. When I say it's been over a year.
It's been over. Well, yeah.
It's been over. It's not 6 months. It's been over a year.
It's just been a season, y'all.
Has it been a season?
It's been a season. It's been a long season.
COVID happened.
And so.
Not COVID.
Shut up.
Not COVID. Not the COVID. My God.
So COVID happened.
COVID happened.
We
talked. Monkeypox happened. My God, so many different shifts in the world. Oh, but he's still here. By the grace of God.
Yes.
But all jokes aside, I just want to say how proud I am of him.
Yes.
Like, I can't remember how we met. It was probably through Creed.
It was actually
at a pop-up worship.
Pop-up
worship night.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus, Jesus,
really
Jesus.
gonna keep
Jesus,
bringing this
Jesus,
up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And I was like, you better Jesus. Jesus.
At the end of the day, that's all you have to say. Anyway, everything that, he is so humble and wise, and he's just a good friend. So y'all please go and check out his singles that are coming out September 29th.
Whenever you are listening to, by the time you listen to it, it's going to be already out.
Right now.
It'll be already out.
Okay.
So go ahead and listen, stream it, put it on your playlist. He also got one already out right now.
He sure does.
And I absolutely love the song. What's the name of the song, sir?
I'm Yours.
I'm Yours.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. I absolutely love that song. I'm Yours. So y'all go support my friend. Support our friend.
Yes.
James Tibbs.
Please.
And we're going to wrap up this conversation because, if we keep talking, we might go over time. So
we sure will.
Because it's
been so long.
It's been so long. So now we got to get off here, and then we got to play catch up.
Yes.
So, but thank y'all so much for joining us on the Without Limits podcast. If you do not know, make sure you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. Also, if you have the Podbean app, make sure you download the Without Limits podcast. We are also on Spotify. Make sure you catch us out on Spotify. But more importantly, we are on Apple.
Hallelujah.
Apple Podcasts.
That's where I listen to y'all.
Thank you.
Yes. We are finally on Apple Podcasts.
And we thank you.
Listen, it took us a minute to get there, but we are finally on Apple Podcasts. And finally, and we're going to wrap this thing up. If you would like to be on our podcast, if you are interested in coming on, joining the conversation, we would love to have you. If you have any ideas of topics that we could talk about, please email us at withoutlimitspodcast@gmail.com. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear your ideas. We would love for you to hit this chair with us. If not, it's going to be just me and Jay, and that's fine too.
That's fine too.
But listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We out. One more time. Thank y'all for joining us on the Without Limits Podcast. Conversations with CJ.
Jay.
And I'm James.
Oh.